Denne helga hundrevis av deltakere med på en digital dugnad for å finne løsninger i kriser vi nå står i.
Hack the Crisis Norway is an online hackathon set up to meet the challenges our society is facing as a result of the coronavirus. The event is organized by volunteers from the tech and startup community in Norway. But what exactly is a hackathon?
This hackathon has three main categories: saving lives, saving communities, and saving businesses. Each category has a total of 150,000 NOK on the table. For the winner, 100,000, the runner-up, 50,000 NOK, to take your idea to a business reality.
In 48 hours, the over 330 teams have been working almost non-stop on developing their ideas and compete for the chance to win 100,000 kroner to get their initiative become a reality. The goal of Hack the Crisis Norway is to save lives, save businesses and save communities.
Welcome! Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at Hack the Crisis Norway. I'll be your host, Matthew Smith, this evening with my fantastic co-host,
Yrja, Oftedahl, and this is a digital 48 hours hackathon that has been going on throughout this weekend here in Norway, and it's actually a global phenomenon that started in Estonia and now has been in more than 40 cities and counting. So, Matt, what's been happening this weekend?
So this weekend, we are now just hitting the 48-hour mark. We've had, I think it's close to almost 350 teams formed of over 1,000 participants from all around Norway and actually all around the world, I believe.
Yes.
So it's a global movement and a global initiative. And you at home watching right now, we would love to know where you are. So do us a favor, leave us a comment right now, what city, village, town, country you are watching and tuning in from. We would love to hear from you as well throughout the broadcast. Do let us know if you have any questions. If there are any companies or any partners you're interested in speaking to, write a comment down and our team will let you know. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Yrja, what's going to happen this evening?
So, in this next hour, we are going to talk to our jury and we're going to announce 3 winners in the different categories: save lives, save communities, and save businesses. And we're also going to credit the runners up. And there will be a prize of 100,000 Norwegian kroner for the different 3 categories. So we're super excited.
I'm very excited. But you know what? You're in for a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Not just because you are sitting in the comfort of your own home, right, Yrja? You are hopefully exercising social distancing. I would like to make one point known that we have marks on the stage to make sure that Yrja and I do not distance into each other closer than 2 meters. The team around us in the studio right now are doing exactly the same. You should continue to do so yourself to help us limit the progression of COVID-19. Now, you're also in for a treat because Yrja has the funniest laugh. She does, there you go, I've just proved it. Lucky you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the rest of the evening, we are going to take you and walk you through the companies and the teams behind it. But none of this would be possible. It is an enormous community effort. A community effort, we have a word for this in Norwegian. It's called a dugnad. And I would like to invite on 2 key, fantastic individuals who have been part of leading this initiative right from the beginning. Now, they're both called Yrja, not Jorn, if you're not from Norway, it's Yrja. And there's 2 of them because one's not enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we do me one strange, funny favor? Can we all just give a worldwide virtual round of applause for Yrja and Yrja?
Woo!
Yrja, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm good. We're very happy. This has been an amazing weekend for us who have been organizing it, and the effort put in from the team, from the mentors, evaluators, and jury have just been amazing. And it's been so funny and so amazing just to look at it, and all the activities and all the great ideas and great initiatives that have been produced.
Great. And we're joined by the other Yrja. Yrja, can you hear us? You're at home, I believe.
And thank you so much for kicking us off here, Matt and Yrja. And Jørn, hi Jørn, I'm also Jørn.
But gentlemen, tell me, how did all of this start?
Well, I can bring us up to speed on the start of the Norwegian edition of Hack the Crisis. We started discussing, I guess, a week and a half ago, Jørn at Code 11, Lars from Emergent School of Leadership, and me from Oslo Business Region. So my day job is to work for the ecosystem of entrepreneurship and startups in Oslo. And that's been quite a challenge the last couple of weeks. we figured this got to be something that we can do, some way we can address the crisis that we're in. And we figured, hey, the global Hack the Crisis movement, this looks pretty robust. Let's see if there is something that we can do. So we brought some friends in, and now we find ourselves at the end of a weekend with, I don't know, 1,000 people involved.
And can I make a point about this, that this initiative, bear in mind, it was running over the last 48 hours. It only started about a week ago, which means that I got a phone call 2 days before this whole thing started, like, could I be part of it, could I help present? And I think that's been the case for everything else, right?
Yep, that is entirely true. So Matt, that was incredibly flexible of you, and from everyone else, we have a long list of partners to thank here.
Amazing. And Yrja, Mergence, you mentioned.
Yes.
There's a list of people we should be thanking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oscar thank you nominee
Oh
list.
yeah, this is going to be a bit long Oscar speech, so I hope to hear no music, but there's actually a huge team. There's a lot of companies, a lot of networks behind to make this happen. And I think Jørn already mentioned the three who started it. This was us from Code 11, it was Oslo Business Region, and the Merchant School of Leadership. And there we had Lars Lägred, who's the principal of that school, taking part with it. But this is the part where I actually have to flip out the list.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is all on the fly. This is all happening live. This is all happening in the last moments, really. So, Jørn, tell us, partners, sponsors, who's been involved?
Well, first of all, I think it's very important. We have had a brilliant team who have been working throughout this weekend, answering all the Slacks, making sure all the evaluators, mentors get their stuff. And it's Annelina, it's Anita, Morten, Maria, and Louisa. They all are students at Emergent School of Leadership and have done an amazing job. They actually started working before we decided to give this a go-ahead, which was to be exact Thursday 1 week ago at 1900s Central European time. So that was when we actually had the go. And they've been working throughout since then. I don't think they have really had a day with less than 10 to 12 hours.
Not many people have slept during this initiative, but it's for the right cause. So I think it's worth a round of applause again.
Yes, and of course we mentioned Lars, Jørn, and myself, but also in the organizing committee we were very lucky. We got Gaute, also from Oslo Business Region, and also Line from IKT Norge, who have been participating, and that's been the committee who have been driving and coordinating all the different initiatives from fundraising, boosting membership, getting people to register, and of course the whole operational part done by Emergence team of the Emergence team.
And actually, there's one thing I want to make a point of, that this is no small order. You managed to raise over 100,000 euros in days. I mean, this was phone calls to all the key individuals involved. I just think that's fantastic. So well done to all of you. One of those first movers in all of this, I think we should get on stage, because famously bureaucracy is not the slowest game, let's be honest. But we have the deputy mayor of Oslo here with us tonight. A virtual round of applause for Kamzy. I'm going to give you a real round of applause, Kamzy. Kamzy, wow. So you are the deputy mayor of Oslo. When did you get the phone call? How did you move?
I mean, I think Raymond Johnson, our governing mayor, has been ahead of even the national government from the beginning, and this has been important to us, and we are dependent on the businesses to survive. So, of course, we had to, reconstruct ourselves and contribute.
In terms of other municipalities, other cities around the world, what was it that you can recommend to them to get involved in such an initiative? We've seen governments in Tallinn take this in and push it forward. We've seen governments in Helsinki and in Finland. Would you urge others to get involved in this Hack the Crisis movement?
Yes, of course we will. And we've been lucky to have Oslo Business Region as our, most important department to give us advices about this too. So yes, we will recommend others to do this.
Great, so give Kamzy a call, wherever you are, whoever you are. She's free for phone calls anytime.
And I think also it's been amazing to work with the city of Oslo here. Most people think that politics and bureaucracy goes very slow, but to be really exact, I think the request came at Thursday evening, and already before lunch Friday, we had Oslo, the city of Oslo, making sure we had the basic financing in place, and that was the final go, and then we knew this is really going to happen. And without that, we couldn't have rolled on, and everything else came on top, and it's just been building up from there. So thank you very much for your generous funding.
Thank you so much, Kamzy.
Thank you.
All right, so next up, we want to talk a little bit more, Yrja, do we not, about who else has been involved in this?
Yeah, it's been a ton of partners. I mentioned briefly IKT Norge, like the IT organization in Norway. They've been supporting us with actually one person working full-time for us whole week, and also using all of their network. So they have been very important. we have to mention Guana, Garage 48, and Ukio. That is 3 platforms coming from Estonia, which has been the technical backbone of this whole operation. Our team from Emergence School of Leadership have been running and operating their platform, which originates from Estonia, and that's the platform which has carried all this, I think, almost 40 Hack the Crisis around the world today. Brainify, I have to mention, they've been helping us with social media all along, and also Cisco with their telco system have been critical. They have been supporting us throughout the live shows and the live coverage we have been doing, and also they have been a tremendous support and important to make this happen.
Thank you, Jon. And in terms of the technicalities behind all of this now, stay with us for 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to the category winners in just a moment, but there's one last thank you, which is everyone sitting behind these cameras here, everyone sitting with the stream team. Yrja, tell me about how you put this whole technical capability together.
Well, I guess we're all anxious to hear about the winners, but it's fair to give a good shout out to everyone who actually brought you on stage. So to Huling, Studio 56, Pixel, Bright, Maximum, and Doga, this could not have happened without the tremendous support of everyone. And for everyone who followed our first 17 live streams on Friday, you saw that we come a long way, but we've done 20, 30, something more throughout the weekend. Now the system is going. So thank you so much for staying with us all weekend.
Enough thank yous, enough thank yous.
Not really yet. We
one more?
Oh, we have a little bit.
It is an Oscar speech. It is. Play the music and maybe we'll get him off.
No, we have also had some sponsors.
Oh, you have had some
and
sponsors,
I think
of course.
they have been tremendously important also to finance the marketing, to finance the professional people we needed to make this live show happening. So Kommunens Centralforbund, NITO, Telia, Microsoft, Fortum, Accenture, Ferd Sociale Entreprenører, Expedis, Global Connect, or Blender Collective. Great work. Thank you. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. And we've also a small list. It's only 5 now, so we're soon finished, Matt.
I'm going to push you off on this. I'm kidding. These are very important roles.
We couldn't have done it without them either. Startup Norway, Shift, Nordic Edge, Impact Startup, and Smart Bjørne. They have been pushing, they've been using their network to actually get all the participants in here. That's also been a tremendously important job.
Fantastic, Yrja. Okay, enough about partners, sponsors. Thank you all so very much for making this happen. If anyone at home watching this wants to get involved with doing an initiative like this, let us know. If you want to contact those partners, hit us up in the comments below, give us a like and share, and we will make sure they get to you. Now, Yrja, this has been a 48-hour hackathon. We're trying to find, bear in mind, solutions that save lives, save businesses, and save communities brought on by the pandemic that we are globally impacted by from COVID-19. Now, what's going to happen tomorrow, though? Because it finishes tonight, money gets given to the winning teams. What happens in the next week, month, what hopefully happens in the next 6 months?
Well, I think it's been very interesting because we saw some kind of shift in the middle of this last week, where all the sponsors we talked about, with all the partners and everyone involved here, when we saw we started to have a certain control over this weekend, the talk shifted to what happens Monday. And I think Monday is actually the most important day. And already some of our sponsors have offered to support the winning teams. They haven't put it in the pot of the prize money, but they say, depending on what teams come up here, they want to help them. So Microsoft have already offered to put the winning teams that has a good match for them in contact with their whole startup ecosystem, their whole support system. Accenture have already offered to look how can they match them with potential consultants, and also the whole organization framework here has a vast network, because that's how you can get so much fundraising done in such a short time, will put that network to work, and also Innovation Norway and everything. So when the winner are celebrated today, that's when our work starts. So Monday, we will go through with the winners and look how can we support them, because you do not get a finished solution in 48 hours. You get the seed that can become that great solution, and we will support that as well.
Thank you so much, Jon.
Thank
Another
you.
virtual round of applause from home, if you don't mind, everyone. Now, that is one aspect of things, but what we would love to talk to you about now is actually the first category. Yrja, it's here.
Yes, saving life. It's finally here.
It's finally here. Now, bear in mind, there were 3 categories which recap this 48-hour hackathon. 1,000 people were given 48 hours to come up with ideas, solutions, services that would allow our lives, to save businesses, and to save communities. So the first The first category, where we're going to award 100,000 kroners, which is about 10,000 euros or so. There'll be a runner-up too, gets half of that, 5,000 euros or so. This category is for saving lives. So these are ideas that have come up in the last 48 hours that allow us to, there could be medical solutions, they could be any sort of ancillary benefit that allows us to directly save a life. We'll see a lot of solutions around medical care. You know, I saw a really interesting one that came out of, I believe it was the Helsinki hackathon, where you might have all seen this online. Give us a yes if you've seen this online. A snorkel. I saw a snorkel, like just a, like a holiday snorkel that was repurposed with 3D printing. They put a valve on top and a filter and allowed people to basically create ventilators and also to limit the spread. How fantastic is that? That came out of a hackathon, right? Enough of that. What's happening next?
Now we're going to watch the top videos in the Saving Lives section, and we're about to... What are you doing?
You said we were going to watch some movies.
Yes, we are. Okay, popcorn. We need popcorn.
What?
Okay, let's dig into the first or the best videos of saving lives.
This is Ola Norman. He's very concerned about the local outbreak of the coronavirus in his area. And he's updated by the health officials how to protect himself more or less. But he also thinks, nah, it won't happen so easily when I go out for a quick walk or shopping in the local store. I can't be too careful all the time. Ola downloads Corona Watch on his phone, which shows him a heat map of the local areas that might have corona contamination. When a person reports their symptoms to the health personnel through Helse Norge web services, if the chances of infection is high, a request is sent to that person to ask for permission to collect geolocation data for the past 14 days. The data is then saved by Helse Norge, and the heat map is updated with anonymized data. The national ID number is an identifier in this database, but updating the map requires no personal information at all. Ola knows sharing is caring, but has some concerns. Corona Watch provides him information at each step. All the data is stored only on the phone, unless Helse Norge requests it. And in that case, only a trusted public organization is in possession of this data. In terms of privacy, Ola's identity is completely anonymous to the public. So what is the value gain? Ola will act generally more consciously in public by using visual information on his local surroundings. This preventive approach identifies the areas that require frequent disinfection and reduce local spread of the virus. Healthcare will also benefit from less workload as the curve flattens.
We have created a virtual agent that can relieve the emergency room's phone lines by providing up-to-date information and guidance in the chat. It can also assist users with booking medical appointments and COVID-19 testing. The VA is available 24/7 and will give all users consistent information. The VA can handle thousands of user inquiries and supports some 26 languages. If the VA is unable to assist, we can transfer the conversation to our integrated human chat. Healthcare professionals can be assigned different skill sets to manage the queue in an efficient manner. The VA can be put into production within a few days, given that healthcare professionals have quality assured content. Answers can be added continuously and improved upon. The emergency room's phone lines were overloaded early in March. Many people were stuck in the queue, which eventually led to people showing up at the emergency room. This resulted in substantial risk of infection and the possibility of a hotspot for the virus. We believe that this VA can help save lives by allowing easy access to important information while keeping a human touch. It will also help relieve the phone lines of the emergency room so they can focus on what's important, the people in need. The VA can be tweaked as needed, and at the time when a COVID-19 vaccine is ready, it could be applied for booking time slots for appointments.
Hei, mitt navn Henrik Wille. Jeg I teamet Makers mot covid-19. Norge gikk ut for cirka en uke siden og sa at det trengs 4 ting akkurat nå. Det 4 typer beskyttelsesutstyr for helsevesenet, der et av de viktigste et ansiktsvisir. Vi gikk derfor I gang med å se om vi kunne produsere et gjenbrukbart visir, som ikke engangs, sånn som de vant til, og som lett å sterilisere. Resultatet etter 6 iterasjoner over denne uka her dette her, som vi til nå har levert 845 stykker av til helsevesenet, deriblant ambulanse, sykehus, feber, polioklinikker, som har både fått og testet og gitt feedback til oss. Måten vi distribuerer det her på at vi har rigget opp en gruppe med et bestillingsskjema til helsevesenet og en distribusjonsnøkkel som fordeler bestillinger utover hele landet til ca. 1000 makers som med nå, øker med ca. 120 makers om dagen, og som leverer ut direkte til de gjennom en print som vi styrer, så ikke det blir masse forskjellige versjoner ute. Alle de 1000 som med I gruppa leverer per nå gratis og fra egen lomme, så derfor måtte vi finne på noe lurt. Derfor har vi nå hacket en donasjonsside ut fra en nettbutikk, der vi I stedet for at vi må få masse vedlegg som vi må håndtere, så kjører vi heller at folk som donerer inn resulterer I egentlig gavekort på plast, som da blir distribuert gjennom ut fra hvor mye du har printet til mennesker I gruppa. Så på den måten holder vi oss flytende. Vi ser allikevel at selv om vi printer visirer nå, så det egentlig at verdien I gruppa riggen, som gjør at vi kan levere andre ting som helsevesenet trenger senere. Kjerneteamet består av 4 personer, som entreprenører, ingeniører og forretningsutviklere. Og hvis vi får noe premie ut av det her, så vil det gå til produksjonskostnader til teamet på ca. 1000 personer, da, som leverer fra Tromsø til Kristiansand. Ok? Ha det godt!
Hello everyone, Thiago Roberto Sampaio from Analysis Mode team here. Our team has expertise of AI, vaccine research, machine learning, UX, and gamification. The problem is that pharmaceuticals and laboratories, they take up to 1 year to find the vaccine formula. This process also costs between $200 million to $600 million. We have many phases during the discovery of a vaccine. We actually focus on the first one. We want to find a formula within 5 weeks. Now, how to do that? We found a paper published by the Denmark University that's able to use a computer program to predict the vaccine formula. But this process needs quite a lot of AI training and machine learning model. So we managed to create this, and we created a puzzle game to empower people to help training this AI. So this process is faster, less expensive, and we have the public involvement. Our business model is to charge a fixed price to pharmaceutical companies and laboratories so we can help them to speed up their own research. We do have competition in this market. The biggest one being Folded is also a game, but they look for drugs and treatments. We look for vaccines. Our go-to-market strategy is to launch the 4 marketing campaigns. We have a quite low acquisition price. We also gonna apply for governments, EU grants, and partnership with Oxford University and other universities that they are good in this field. We also gonna become part of the citizen science organization and contact private clinics and pharmaceuticals as potential customers. The resources we need is 50,000 euros to be invested in marketing to reach our 5 million gameplays. Only then we can have an AI that will be able to find the vaccine. And we also need connections to private clinics, hospitals, and universities. Well, thank you. We are Analysis Mode, and we are reducing the vaccine discovery time to 5 weeks.
And we're back. We have now been watching the top videos in the category Saving Lives. And with us now on the line, we have the head of the jury who will tell us who the winner and the runner-up is. Katrine Myhre, she is the leader of Norwegian Health Tech, and she's also the head jury of this category. Katrine, why don't you tell us a little bit about the jury and what you have been looking for and the criteria to become a winner?
Yes, good evening everyone. Fantastic to be part of this, and congratulations to you all, also to all the 10 projects that we have been evaluating over the last couple of hours actually. First of all, the jury in this part is 5 people. It's Evy Seljevold, she's from Every Tieto. It's Hans Christian Kaurin Hansson. He works for Roche Pharma. It is Dag Sørum. He is a psychologist. And then we have Pernille Nyland. She is a doctor, GP, working every day in the middle of the crisis. And then it's myself, CEO of the Cluster Norway Health Tech. So we have been evaluating 10 different projects and slash companies. If they are not companies, I believe that many of them have very, very good ideas. And those that are not runner-ups or the winner, we would very much like to actually continue the dialogue, because we have some ideas on how they actually can actually get their products and solutions out on the market, for many of them at least. We have been evaluating the well, is it feasible that you could actually implement these solutions in and during the crisis? That is actually very, very important. We have been looking into the originality. Is this an original idea, or someone else actually having the same idea? And then the impact. How many people, how many groups, society, Norway, but also globally, could actually really, yeah, where could we save lives and help out with these different ideas? And the jury have been looking into the videos, having, I would say, lots of conversations, and thanks for a good jury, because we also had the people that are working in the field every day. That was great. Big discussions all up until the end of the evaluating session. So, and we have now 2 companies or 2 projects. One is the winner and one is the runner-up. Who would you like to have first?
Runner-up.
Runner-up. Okay.
Let's hold on one second. Let's do a virtual drum roll, please. I want everyone around the world watching this, and I've just seen a message. People are watching from Mexico, from Sweden, from Denmark, you name it. So everyone, 1, 2, 3, virtual drum roll, please. Catherine.
The runner-up is Cold Supply.
Cold Supply, congratulations! Runner-up, that's 50,000 NOK, 5,000 euros to you to continue your business idea.
Amazing. And then we're moving on to the winner. Let's start with, why did you choose this winner?
First of all, and Norway specifically, but I think this goes for all the different countries in the middle of this crisis, is that we see that the normal value chains for products and solutions are now broken. It's very, very actually hard to get equipment from where these, I mean, the Sykehusinnkjøp in Norway normally gets the solutions and products. So this project and this company, they have done something quite interesting and quite unique and quite innovative, I think. And the jury as well, we were very, very agreed on that one. But there's one thing that we would like to say to this project, and that is that we actually expect them not only to do this in Norway, but to do and make a bigger impact than Norway. So there's a kind of comment and hang on to this prize. So, and we want to follow up on that one. We have some ideas on how to do it as well. We want them to really create the big impact that this hackathon is all about. Are you ready?
Yes.
And that's another virtual drum roll, please. Catherine, who is it?
3D print for COVID-19 is the winner.
Congratulations, 3D print for COVID-19. You fantastic. And they're a Norwegian base. Here they are. Here they are. Here the winners are. Hi, my friend. How are you? Congratulations.
Hi, I'm not Margaret. My name is Henrik.
Hi, Henrik. How have the last 48 hours been? How has your team been? Are they local? Are they international?
We're local. We're just split up over all over Norway. We're 4 guys in the core team and around 1,100 people in kind of joining on the project, creating visors right now.
Incredible. So what are you going to do with the money? Where is it going? When can we see this product in the market? Hopefully soon.
But it's in the market. We have 1,000 models in use right now.
Fantastic.
And we're not taking any money for it, so the prize money will go to to pay back to the people that spent their own money to create visors already.
Congratulations. Well, thank you so much from all of us. Well done. Pat yourself on the back. That was 48 hours well spent, I hope. Please help us save lives during this COVID-19 pandemic we're in. Thank you so much. Yrja.
Did we get any questions?
Let's have a look, actually. Yeah, we got some questions. Let's get some questions. So we ask you live, if you have any questions, hit me up, and we will answer them live on
stage. And also, what did you guys think about the winner?
Exactly.
If you're happy, whatever, ask any questions. We will be there answering live and afterwards.
I've got one question. Yrja, you're rocking this. Great job. Virtual high five. Well, COVID-19 high five. Okay, here's a question. This is a question for the team here. Hackathons. How do they normally happen? So I can answer that. We can answer that together. Yeah. How hackathons work normally is that you're joined for a 48-hour period in a co-working space or a venue or a location somewhere where you can basically be there for 48 hours non-stop. And this has been a unique one because obviously it's virtual, which has meant that we've all had to log in, Zoom link, communicate with one another, which is quite an incredible thing. There's another question here for Yrja, very quickly, just before we move on to the section. Yrja, what is your day job?
My day job? Did someone ask that? All right, I will do some promo for my own podcast. I have a podcast called Power Ladies where I showcase female role models. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Yeah, well, that's good for Yrja. All right, well, thank you so much. That's the end of the first section. We are now going to move on to the second category. Now, the second category is saving communities. And what do we mean by that? Saving communities are solutions, business ideas that can help us save local transport links. I mean, think about it. Trying to get to work, trying to take your children to school, children's schools. I mean, everyone's at risk, right? And that goes for the entire value chain. So these are ideas that can help communities. So we are going to hear from some videos, I believe. And these videos are from the category submissions. They've picked several videos for all of you. So we're going to go ahead and play some of those for you. So if you like any of these ideas, if you have any questions for them, if you see an opportunity for yourself or your local community, let us know whether they win or lose. All these ideas are fantastic. That's why they've made it through to the final round. So let's hit those videos. Enjoy.
Why should we use omkrets? It stops the coronavirus from spreading and gives our community a chance to return to normality. One important part of our communities are grocery stores. Here we get food for us and for the people we need and love. In the last days, people had to queue in front of certain stores, and we already have a limit of 8 people in small supermarkets. In addition, the number of infections is still increasing, which soon makes it necessary to limit the amount of people in all supermarkets, like they've done in Germany or in Italy. In that case, Omkrets provides appointment-based, safe grocery shopping. How does Omkrets work? After a convenient registration process via BankID or SMS code, you're ready to search for available supermarkets close by. An intuitive filter helps you to select your preferred day and shopping hours. After choosing a store and an available time slot, you can book an appointment. The app reminds you 30 minutes before the appointment. Presenting the ticket's QR code in the entrance allows you to access the supermarket without queuing and then limits the spread of the virus. Many other places which are important for communities have to be closed today. Omkrets can be a way of them to reopen in the near future. By implementing our appointment-based system, places like bars, restaurants and clothing stores can reopen for a controlled number of people. Let's bring Omkrets to life and help our community on this journey back to normality. To get involved, check out our website.
Our everyday life has been turned upside down. Suddenly, we are more at home than ever before. You want to go outside, but where is it safe to go? You want to support your local businesses? How could you best do that? Are they closed? When will they open again? You want to feel connected to your surroundings, yet keep your safe distance. Your neighborhood cooperates with different already established solutions to give you a platform with a holistic view of your neighborhood. How to move around, the accessibility of products and services, and all the hidden treasures. You miss your regular coffee at the coffee shops. Are there any places you can go to get your coffee? Your son wants to go out and play soccer. You have already been checking out the 2 places he usually goes to play. They were all overcrowded. Where to go now? With the help from your neighborhood, you now know how to move safely in your area, and you'll have an overview of all the engagements in your neighborhood.
Hi, we are Viral, the interactive web app designed to save communities by promoting life-saving actions from the National Health Services. Try it out on viralapp.com. The corona epidemic has made our world unrecognizable. It is now paramount that everyone does their utmost to prevent further spread of the virus while still keeping the world running. People we have spoken to tell us that they find it hard to adjust to all the regulations, whilst maintaining a social and active life. As a consequence, both physical and mental health is at stake. To solve these issues, we have over the past 48 hours made Viral, a game and social media where the users can earn points by, for example, washing their hands or keeping in touch with the elderly. Each action is verified in order to earn points, and you compete against your friends to find who are doing the most to fight the virus. There are also daily challenges that are sponsored by local businesses, where the users can earn credits. We have spoken to 3 shops in our city, all saying that they wish to contribute to Viral. Viral can make an impact throughout the entire Norwegian population, but as a web app is a domain dominated by young people, they are our primary target. Over the past hours, we have shown a prototype to several students and young adults who wish to use the web app as soon as it is deployed. The team behind Viral is highly dedicated and beyond qualified for the task, all students of nanoscience from NTNU. Experiences range from cell biology, machine learning, and some have even made gamification web apps for corporations before. The initiative is purely non-profit, and we have already many interested users and contributors. Were we to win this hackathon, the funds would go to increase the content, accessibility and design of the application. With a bit of expert help, we believe that Viral will be a widely used platform across the nation within only a matter of weeks. With Viral, the right actions are taken, not only because we have to, but because we want to. Viral. Play it safe.
At some point, we should start moving again. At some point, some of us are safe to do so. At a later point, more of us are. If we don't know the risk for each and everyone to start moving, we will keep everyone in until everyone is safe, and that will take a long time. Meanwhile, society rots. Restart lifts the curtain. Restart let us back out in a brand new world sooner and with confidence. Restart informs each and every one of us about when and where we can start doing things, depending on who we are and what we're planning to do. Restart allows you to safely navigate your community and beyond. It informs you about your risks and lets you plan your day. Sledgehammer policies are crucial when the risk is everywhere and we need to flatten the curve. As we move down the curve, we all need to get back to our daily business as soon as it's safe for us and everyone else to do so. We can do that if we assess the situation intelligently. Restart retrieves and analyzes high-resolution risk data. Restart distributes intelligence. Let's be smart. Let's restart society. This is Restart. Individual users of the Restart app gets personalized risk assessments for the activities they are planning based on their own data and on what the situation looks like, where and when they are planning to do what. Public health authorities get an augmented view on real risk in real time. Restart enables intelligent policy and effective mitigation. Restart analyzes big data and augments the analysis by user-provided data. It's not reliant on access to public health databases, but may well integrate with such. By design, Restart constantly improves as it is used. Restart incentivizes use through gamification. Restart enables safe behavior and offers real-world rewards. Let's save communities. Let's restart.
And we're back. We've now been watching the top videos in the category of saving communities. Matt, what's happening now?
So what's going to happen now, I hope you've enjoyed those videos. Those were handpicked. It includes the winner and the runner-up. Those are saving communities. Interesting ideas. Did you like any of the ideas? If you did, hit us a comment. Let us know what you thought. I thought they were fantastic ideas. There were many more as well. I had some questions there about posting the videos later. Yes, we'll get our team to do that for you. So if you missed any videos, either just go back in the live broadcast or we'll post a video later. So don't worry, you haven't missed anything. But stay with us, don't go anywhere, because we are now joined with the leader, the head of the jury for this category, Saving Communities, Marta Sötlet from Impact Startups. She's laughing at my pronunciation of her name. That's something you get this evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get Yrja's fantastic laugh and my terrible pronunciation of Norwegian names. Marta, how are you?
Thank you, Matt. I'm very good. Sotholte is how you do that.
Not even close. If anyone wants to hit the comment section below to give me Norwegian lessons, I'd be happy to accept. But Marta, that's not why we're here. We're here to listen to you and hear about your jury. Tell me about your jury.
Gosh, what a group of talented people. This was a really great honor to be able to work with these couple of people the last few hours. Now, I represent Impact Startup, as you say, and also Færøyens social entrepreneurs. And together with me, I had Anne Mette Dørum. She's from KS, the Interest Association of Local and Regional Government in Norway. Who better to represent? A long title. That's true. But they represent so many kommuner that it's worth a long title.
Great.
Now, Aina Merete Løre, she represents NITO, the Norwegian Society of Engineers and Technologists. Gunnar Edwin Crawford, he represents the Smart City, the Norwegian Smart City Network. And David Hansen represents Microsoft Norway. So I want to just tie a comment first. I mean, it's been a privilege to see such a wide range of innovative contributions aimed at saving communities. And we were really, really inspired to see those solutions that can support the places where we live our lives, where we have our activities, where we try the best we can now to enjoy and stay safe.
Is that how this category was defined? What was the pure definition, just for everyone at home to understand how you define community, because it's a broad term?
Well, local community in Norway, I think, would best represented by the kommune, and in Oslo or the big city, the bydeler or small communities. But of course, this consists of clusters of næringsliv together with the people that have sports and culture and live our daily life, basically.
Okay, fantastic. Now, you have come to a verdict, haven't you?
Gosh, yes.
Oh, gosh, you're still deciding. Anyone, throw some money, she might put you on. I'm just kidding. It's not how this works. So what we want to find out from you, Marta, is should we get a little virtual drum roll again? You can
Yeah.
do a physical drum roll. Oh, drum roll, please. The runner-up for the category of saving communities is...
First of all, we have
Ooh, well done. Well done.
I'm not going to reveal it yet, you see. This runner-up shows us how we can engage a segment of the population that is essential to keep motivated and to take us through this state of emergency and social distancing. Now, maybe this is also the hardest group to ask to stay apart when life is supposed to be lived. They use a proven solution and play, but in a new way, making it fun to comply with government restrictions and avoid risk behavior. So this way, friends and family alike can challenge each other to keep staying safe, but being apart in this dugnad. So the team convinced us, the jury, with prototyping, user testing and validation, and they seem to be ready to start running with this. So
And they did all that in 48 hours. Just bear in mind, everyone watching at home, they did that in 48 hours. That's 2 days. I mean, it takes most teams to product validate, product market fit test. It takes them weeks, months, in some cases years. So that's quite a feat in its own. Marta.
Now the drum roll.
Now the drum roll can happen.
Or spirit fingers.
Drum roll, please. The runner-up for the category of saving communities is...
Viral!
Viral! Well done to you, Viral. Congratulations. 50,000 kroners. 50,000 kroners, that's 5,000 euros for you to help get this idea to market. Now, the winner of this category.
And once again, I will read the jury's verdict first.
Please do. Let us know what your logic, your thinking around this. Because, I mean, how many companies did you review in this category?
We only reviewed 10.
You reviewed 10, yeah, but there were, of course, I think around, there were 335 teams, which basically submitted, I think it was close to 300 videos, and those got put out to our evaluators, who then refined that down to 10 videos per category, which then went to our judges, which Marta, of course, is the head of the judge for this category. Let's get to it, Marta.
Okay. We, the jury, find it motivating that the winning contribution in the category of saving communities comes forth with an idea that addresses immediate needs in times of emergency as well as bring hope. That we can see more of all the services we want reopened fast. This can be accomplished because attraction of customers and audience can be better managed. The winning team provides a service we believe can bring communities together both during this phase of social distancing or even close to lockdown emergency situations, when we hope basic functions still can be kept open. The solution could really help both those vulnerable to the disease as well as the local community shops that we all depend on. Also, when we are out of the emergency, there might still be many customers that want to be met in shops and institutions where the staff has time and relevant capacity and competence to meet our needs. So this solution has potential also after Corona, and that's what really gave them the golden ticket. Mm-hmm. It's proven technology, but has the potential of reaching new domains, breaking down industry silos, giving the businesses a way to reach customers in a time of crisis, but also to be able to give tailor-made experiences on a more general basis. Now, can you guess who it is?
All right.
Drum roll?
Instead of a drum roll this time, let's do this. Let's mix it up. I want everyone at home following me doing this. Hands low. Whoa! The winner is... Omkret! Congratulations! Well done.
Hi, congratulations, winning team. Did you see this coming?
No, we didn't. I don't know.
You didn't expect it at all?
We were convinced of our idea, but there were so many other good ideas as well, and so many great videos. So yeah, we didn't know.
So how has the last 48 hours been for you guys as a team working on your project?
It has been super intense, I'd say. We have been working almost the whole 47 hours because it was the summertime switch, so we actually didn't have 48 hours.
You lost an hour.
It was a lot of fun. We learned a lot. We had really good teamwork, and yeah, it was super great experience.
So what's the next step for you guys now? And how are you going to spend your money?
That's a good question. I think the first thing we need to get in place is the actual app. We have a nice click dummy right now, but of course we need the actual app and the infrastructure for that. And then we need to get in touch with supermarkets, maybe the government, and then we can also start getting in touch with other stores, local stores, and all different kinds of places that are closed right now.
Is there any way the people who are watching can help you?
That's a good question. You can, of course, visit our website, which we built. You find the link in the it's omkrets.co.
Post it in the comments right now.
We will do that.
I'm going to be angry with you if you don't. Do it now. There's a lot of people watching this. Give them the comment there.
Cool. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Big round of applause again. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
New category, Matt. Are you ready?
I'm very ready. This is incredible. We're burning through it. So we've had the previous two categories, which were saving lives and now just saving communities. There's a final category, which is all about saving businesses. But before we jump into it, Yrja, I just want to acknowledge something for a second. The outstanding volunteers that have been put into this, right?
Oh, wow. It's amazing.
It's incredible.
So many. We've been, in total, over 1,000 people, both participants, but also the screeners, people who have been screening the ideas before they've been heading towards the jury, because 300 ideas to evaluate is too much for a little jury to do. So we've had mentors, as you mentioned, and experts, and so many people involved.
All volunteered their time last minute.
Yeah.
Last minute, they were given a call. A lot of them even went there on their own right, looked in, registered, and they're here today. They've helped and things like that. But the big thing that remains is what will happen afterwards, because we need everyone who's watching this to please look through the videos, see if there's anything interesting, anything that actually could be a benefit or value to your local community, your local business, your business, and maybe even saving your lives if you work in the health industries. That leads us onto our next section.
Save businesses.
Saving businesses. Our next section is focused on companies' ideas that have been created in the last 48 hours that can help businesses, as you've, I'm sure, seen the news, the US economy, the dollar, in Norway, we've been impacted by the drop in the oil price. Not a bad thing, oil's not so good, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. That's not what this is about. But businesses are struggling, let alone those local businesses that are restaurants, cafes, staff working in them being laid off in the US. There have been stipends that have been given by the government to help these people, but those are short-term solutions, and it's looking like COVID, God forbid, will be a long-term problem. So this next category is all about ideas that are helping us to save those businesses. So, should we listen to some videos?
Yes, let's have a look to the best videos and save businesses, or pitches, let me say.
The COVID-19 epidemic has struck all aspects of society, and many lack the ability to rapidly get an oversight of the situation. Most try to compensate through ad hoc and manual reporting, which is time-consuming, inaccurate, and stressful. Health personnel is spending time on data capture and reporting, and leaders everywhere are feeling the pressure. In any crisis, getting a situational overview is key to making the right decisions and establishing the right response. Oftedahl provides a solution that enables healthcare, authorities, and businesses to get rapid and accurate oversight of the situation and the support to make decisions in real time. Through a simple user interface, a report is securely distributed to the teams throughout the organization. This enables easy, rapid, and accurate gathering of data from the entire business all the way to the fingertips. The information generated by the users is quickly integrated to the organization's map of units and locations, and the analysis is ready as reports start coming in. Immediately, you will see any impacts that the crisis is having on the workforce. The number of persons quarantined or sick in every unit and every geographical location is available at once. This can be combined with projections to assess future impacts and make the right decisions for the organization. This will relieve healthcare personnel and others of stressful admin work, allowing them to focus on critical tasks. It will also increase the accuracy and speed of reports and ensure that management can get the information they need in real time. Our first focus will be to support authorities in healthcare, and the solution will be ready to deploy in large national and international organizations within next week. This end-to-end solution applies our analytics platform in a new way to help people and businesses globally. The solution is fully scalable and ready to deploy, and we're ready to start helping organizations everywhere to manage their way through the crisis.
Hi there, our team
That
is
distant.
called Project WHAM and comprises me, Becky Whiteman and Charlotte Svedra. Charlotte is a freelance photographer and so is acutely aware of the problems faced by small businesses when their jobs and income suddenly dry up. We wanted to do something to help those businesses now, but that is also sustainable and that will continue to help those businesses after the crisis is over. So our idea is to develop an app where people can buy small virtual gifts for their friends or family, such as a coffee at their local coffee shop or a drink at their favourite bar, to be exchanged for the real thing when the crisis is over and the businesses are open again. Our target users will be millennials, as we believe there are lots of millennials out there who want to support local businesses and do their bit to help but don't necessarily know how. So how will our app work? Once you have signed up to the app, you simply click the type of gift you want to give from the menu, then you select a location near to where the recipient is based. You'll then be shown businesses and products to choose from. The app will be positive, fun and simple to use. The sender of the gift then receives a thank you notification and a link to a video from a small business owner letting them know what impact their support will have on their business. The recipient will then receive a message notifying them that their friend has sent a gift. When they click on the gift icon, it will virtually unwrap to reveal what gift is inside and who it is from. In order to redeem the gift, post-corona of course, once everything is open again, they simply show the barcode at the shop from where the item was purchased. We believe that our app will be a great way to support local independent businesses during the corona crisis, as well as in the future when the lockdown is over. It will be a fun, interactive service where you can send small, affordable gifts at a time when money might be tight for you too, to your friends and family, whilst ensuring that businesses get income now at a time when they need it the most.
What if there was a way to both save lives and get the economy going again? And do this months before a vaccine is available? The solution is data on who is already immune and virus-free. ImmuniKey is a trusted ID service which verifies two things. The user has antibodies to the virus. The user does not have the virus anymore. A user's test results will be entered into the ImmuniKey system through a healthcare provider portal and connected with a user's personal number and bank ID. The service will roll out in 3 phases. First, ImmuniKey will be made available to frontline healthcare workers and hospital staff. Doctors and nurses who are already immune can be scheduled to work with positive patients, while those who are not immune can be separated. Let's kickstart the economy next. Imagine letting movie theaters reopen if the customer can prove they are an immune non-carrier, that is, show their ImmuniKey. Schools could reopen to students who do the same. We could allow gyms, bars, and many other kinds of businesses to reopen if their staff and entering customers can provide an ImmuniKey. ImmuniKey will restore a sense of stability and security in these uncertain times. Once the average citizen has an ImmuniKey, they can also use it to sign up for a volunteer registry with their local city. They can be encouraged to donate blood and help the elderly in their neighborhoods. Finally, ImmuniKey will disappear. This can happen once we've achieved herd immunity, either naturally or with a vaccine. Does this sound too good to be true? There are some key assumptions being made regarding the availability of tests, stability of the virus, and costs of the program. However, after consulting with experts in the fields of medicine, microbiology, economics, and law, we feel confident recommending this solution. ImmuniKey will help save the lives of healthcare workers and give us the security needed to reboot the economy as soon as possible.
Cabby is your friendly local solution. We connect taxis and stores to offer on-demand delivery services for your local community, because everyone should be able to get food and necessities safely. However, today there is a problem. Small businesses are suffering from the corona outbreak. People are finding it difficult to do their normal grocery shopping, especially the elderly. And since people no longer want to travel, taxi drivers are out of work. So what can we do? We have created an online platform to connect taxis with stores, enabling the small stores to expand their business and reach customers at home. As such, providing on-demand delivery to local communities through taxi drivers that would otherwise be out of work. There's a market for this. In Norway alone, there are over 8,000 taxis, and many are currently out of work. There are 5.3 million people in Norway, many of whom are now sitting at home, and over 800,000 are elderly. Per inhabitant, there are around 464 food shops, many of which are likely to be struggling. So let's get into action. We have developed a web and mobile application for connecting taxis and stores. Let me show you how it works. The person at home can call their local store or go online to make an order. The store owner then places an order for the taxi pickup. The taxi comes at the requested time and delivers the goods to the home address. The order is then complete. It's simple and it keeps local communities thriving. So what's next for Cabby? We will first focus on the Norwegian market. We will take the MVP application, which we have already built, and we will pilot it with a group of taxis and a select group of stores. We will scale up as fast as possible in Norway and Scandinavia before going global. This service is for local stores and for local people, and we will strive to keep them in the centre of our focus so that we can ensure meaningful and lasting impact. Cabby is your friendly local solution.
And we've now been watching the top pitches in the category Saving Businesses. And we're moving forwards to the winner. And we'll talk to the head of the jury of Saving Businesses, who is also the deputy mayor of Oslo. Kamsi, welcome to the stage. Give a round of applause from your stage.
Thank you.
So, can you tell us a little bit about your team and how have you been working?
So we were a jury which was consisted of different professionals from business technology and me, myself, from the politics. We have Carl Christian Malm, Kaja Hansen, Gustav Eilertsen, Stig Sørensen, and me from the city of Oslo. And we really had to work hard because they were all awesome. I think we were about 40 people, groups who entered this contest. And it was all about originality and feasibility and impact.
Yes. So, but before we move to the winner, who is the runner-up?
Okay. The runner-up is Project Cabby.
Cool. And why?
The idea is to speed up a part of the business community that is hard hit by the crisis, as really no one uses the taxi services anymore. At the same time, they address the issue that transport of goods between businesses and people has become more difficult. The project is highly original, feasible, because the infrastructure is mostly in place, there is a system around this, and the technology seems to be already well developed. And it has a direct impact on parts of society that are hard hit by the current crisis.
Cool, and then let's move to the winner.
Yes.
So, why did you choose this winner and who is it?
The winner of the category Saving Businesses is Project WHAM.
Woo!
So,
we can see them on the screen and they're very excited. We'll talk with them in a bit. Come see it. Why?
The jury made their decision based on the fact that WHAM addresses both economic and social problems caused by the corona crisis. It is a great and impactful way to directly support local businesses, and it is a fun interactive app where you can send small affordable gifts at a time when money might be tight and stay in touch with friends or family in a time of social isolation. The technology seems to be already well developed. We see a strong demand for the virtual gift card service, which we believe can be applied in all of Norway for a great number of different people and businesses. Congratulations.
Woo! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh my God, we have you guys here. For those of you at home, we've just been joined by the winner of this category. Now, for those of you at home couldn't see 30 seconds ago, your faces, your responses, you guys are shocked. Congratulations.
Oh, this is an absolute dream. Oh my goodness, we're in complete shock because all of the other entrants in the category have been amazing. So we were like, we don't have a chance, at all. So to win, this feels like a dream. I don't even know what to say. I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, it's actually for us to say thank you because you have spent 48 hours this entire weekend on this idea. So actually, thank you. Thank you. I think we're all very grateful for taking the time. Where are you guys right now?
We're at home, so we live together, so that's why we're in the same
I was going to say, that's not social distancing. Very naughty.
No, exactly, yeah.
Minus points. I'm going to take some money away. I'm kidding. You get all the money, I promise.
Yeah.
But,
no, we live in Grünerløkka in Oslo.
Grünerløkka, that's very close to where we're filming this from. So thank you so much, both of you and your team. And if anyone is interested in getting involved in yourself, your journey, investing, partnering, helping you get this idea to reality, please leave a comment below. We'll put you in contact. Thank you so very much. Ciao, ciao. And once again, congratulations.
Oh my God, thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God, did you see the reaction?
Yeah, it was amazing. I did not expect it at all.
That was the sweetest thing.
Wow.
This makes this whole
and
thing
they're
worth.
still like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever you are, wherever you are around the world, thank you so much for tuning in. We're not just done yet, but we want to say a massive thank you to everyone involved. Yrja, may I thank you? Is that okay?
Yes,
thank you for being part of this.
And I will thank you, Matt.
Thank you. And everyone else who's watching this from wherever you are, please do not forget that the winners will be announced on the page, and I'm actually going to tell you about that now very quickly, because all six, well, they're all winners. They're all winners. All 6 winners, just one getting slightly more money than the other. The winners for saving lives are the 3D printer MOT COVID. The runner-up is Team Co-Supply, and that's for the category of saving lives. Congratulations to both those teams once again. We're going to post everything and their videos on the website. That's hackthecrisisnorway.com, I believe. We'll put the links in the comments below. The winner and the runner-up for saving communities was, the winner was Omkrets. You don't make it very easy for me to pronounce, do they? Jeez, everyone's trying to take me down. Just kidding. So it is Omkrets Lag MS Team. It's a long name. If you can help them rename that team, let them know. And the runner-up is Viral Corona dos Tres. That sounds like a fantastic name. Maybe they can help the team that won. And the category for saving businesses, the one we just saw, the winners there, I mean, that'll be the thing I take away from this, I think, is just seeing the look on their faces and how amazed they were.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was stunning. That team was called Project Wham, the winner there, and Cabby was the runner-up in saving businesses. So you can go check online those teams, those videos. One other thing I want to mention is there is a global hackathon, Yrja.
Yes, coming in not too long, one or two weeks, I think.
I have the dates. I believe it's the 9th to the 12th of April this year, of course. Not sure why I said that, but why not? So the 9th to the 12th of April will be the global hackathon. And I just wanted to say a thank you to the Minister for Digitization, Minister for Business, who have endorsed this movement and will continue to do so, as well as Linda Heland from the Digitization Office, who have endorsed the hackathon, the trade and industry. The last-minute thank yous I just had to get in there for everyone else. So thank you so much for watching at home. Yrja, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank everyone for being here, for taking the time on a weekend nonetheless in pandemic times. Thank you so much. And you know what I'm going to do, Yrja?
No, don't throw the popcorn.
I'm not going to throw the popcorn like confetti, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, go back to having a wonderful Sunday. And if you can contribute in any way to getting us out of this COVID crisis, this corona crisis, please let us know. Thank you so much. Good night. Have a lovely Sunday, everyone. Good night. Good night from Norway. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Sorry. That was a mistake.